13-year-old child fascinated with mass shooters found with a cache of, well, guns. Put it up, full mass. 13. I want you to keep that picture up. 13-year-old child influenced by what? Culture, peers, what's in the media. This 13-year-old child in Washington state has been arrested after officers raided his family home and found a collection of weapons, some with 3D printed parts. Now, they arrested the 13-year-old, okay? This is a great irony I'm about to highlight. 13-year-old child who may have, quote, idolized previous mass shooters has been arrested after police found a large collection of guns and mass shooting scenario writings at his Washington state home, authorities said. Police were notified on Friday about the child who allegedly had, quote, school shooter ideations, quote, was making threats to kill, and said he had access to guns, according to the sheriff's office in Pierce County, which encompasses Tacoma. Police searched the child's home early Sunday morning. Sheriff's office said authorities found a large quantity of secured and unsecured guns, quote, loaded magazines with school shooter writings on them, and clothes and writings that reinforced a, quote, typical mass shooting scenario. Let's go to Deputy Carly Capetto. The deputy with the Pierce County Sheriff's Office told ABC News that authorities found 23 firearms inside the home, many of which appear to be homemade long guns using 3D printed parts. The 13-year-old has been charged with attempted threat to bomb, injure a school, unlawful possession of a firearm, and unlawful possession of fireworks, according to court documents. He is due in court on Monday. The child's parents have not yet been charged at this time, according to the deputy. Isn't that interesting? Who has custody of the guns? 13-year-old? How? Does the 13-year-old pay rent? Is the 13-year-old on the lease? Who owns the domicile? Who's housing the weapons? Who has a duty to protect the minor? The parents are what? Not charged. The teenager allegedly had social media posts dating back to June with photos of him holding guns, as well as messaging that appeared to show a, quote, fascination of recent school shootings, mass casualty attacks, according to court documents. Police recovered posts that appeared to reference the 1999 Columbine high school mass shooting and the 2022 Uvalde, Texas elementary school mass shooting. According to court documents, some AR-style magazines found at the child's home had writing on them referencing mass shootings, including Columbine. The court document said materials for fireworks and explosives were also recovered at the house. Document said the child is not currently enrolled in any school district, authorities said, noting that he last attended the Franklin Pierce School District in 2021. Now let's put up the deputy again. Now, deputy, why is the child arrested? The child is showing clear sign of some level of dissociative disorder. The parents are showing clear signs, in my opinion, of extreme neglect or possibly even encouragement of criminal behavior of a minor. But they are the responsible ones. They are the ones that have a duty to care for this 13-year-old child. And the law supports that guns or weaponry that can be harmful to a child have to be secured by the adults. So how is it that the child has been arrested because the child has ideations? Well, that's covered by free speech, ironically. I know you don't like to hear it, but it will be resolved in a court of law. The sheriff did what the sheriff can do here. Make an arrest on face value, gets kicked out later by a DA or possibly by a judge. But the parents, there's actual statutory language that can hold the parents accountable. But see, if you hold the parents accountable, you're on a slippery slope. Because see, the law says that the parents can have unlimited guns and there's nothing you can do about it. That's what you're afraid of. You're afraid to go after the parents because the parents create a constitutional crisis for your gun-loving culture. So you arrest the child. Shameful. All right, sharing thoughts.
Perfect analysis. When you arrest the child, you also don't have to confront common sense gun
That's right.
reform
That's
that
right.
an overwhelming majority of Americans are demanding. Instead, you can take the coward's way out. Nobody's responsible for this minor. So he's emancipated, and we're just going to look at just this minor and nothing about the environment. It's really ridiculous.
Yeah, as if the 13-year-old purchased the 3D printer. The 13-year-old came up with all of the technology or technological training required to do this. It's sickening that they've decided to allow this to be placed on the burden of a child. The burden is on a child. We'll bring you updates as they come.